Now, from the Weather Tracker TV Storm Studios, this is your weather tonight. Here's Chief Meteorologist William Cole.
All right, folks, here we go now, heading right on into our Friday evening, our Friday night. Everyone's getting excited about the weekend, but I tell you what, before we talk about your weekend forecast, because we do have better weather on the way. In fact, even as we get into next week, some of us may be talking about some 70s and increasing rain chances. That's a big deal. Again, we're going to cover that coming up, but this is also a big deal. Look at your high temperature at DFW as we went through the afternoon. 109 degrees. Of course, number one, that beats our daily record of 100 from back in 1972, just blows that out of the water. But potentially the bigger deal, this late in the season, right? This time frame in September, we have never been this hot before in modern weather history, right? So this is a big deal. But again, the good news is, right, we're always looking for the glimmer of good news here. We don't have any additional 109s in the forecast going forward. But take a look at your hometown. I mean, this is what we did this afternoon. Mineral Wells really sticking out again, right around 111 with the daytime high. Take a look down in Hill County, down around Hillsboro, 110. The other thing that maybe sticks out, take a look up at the Paris area. Those folks are only 94. There's nothing wrong with the system, but they had a little outflow boundary, some rain-cooled air, some rain that was over in the Arklatex really acted to hold their temperatures down. So they were lucky, while meanwhile the rest of us were basically sizzling. Burleson joining that 111 club this afternoon. Take a look at the Meacham Airport over on the Fort Worth side of town, Arlington 110. And again, you can also see even Denton touching that 110 mark again earlier today as well. So brutal heat, but again, we're tapering that down. And again, we've got much better weather on the way. Now, if you are making any kind of evening plans, Friday night after all, maybe heading out to Deep Ellum. Friday night football, obviously a big deal as well. Right now I'm putting out about a 10%, at least through the evening, a 10% opportunity of a stray shower thunderstorm. Overnight tonight we'll call it a 20%. I think by sunrise tomorrow morning there may be a bit better of an opportunity of some rain and storms. Excessive heat warnings do continue through the evening. High school football games, please keep that in mind. That will expire though again later this evening. Clean air alert also remains in effect if you're going to be outdoors at all. Keep that in mind. We should see some air quality improvement heading into the weekend as well. So that little red and blue line, that's been the outflow boundary we've been watching as we've gone through the afternoon, again separating the really hot air from some air that, again, is, we'll just call it slightly rain-cooled, right? Some 90s up around the Paris area. Again, you can see the ongoing rain and storms over in the Arklatex region. We're tracking that carefully because there are some indications, not so much this evening, but as we get into very late overnight and first thing tomorrow morning, this little impulse that's kind of working its way through may give us a bit better of an opportunity of some rain and some storms, even locally here in the Metroplex, and then that activity shifts south quickly as we go through Saturday afternoon down into parts of central Texas. But again, you can see quite a bit of active weather currently in the area. But again, simply put, just not here in North Texas right now. So there's the area of high pressure. You can see it now beginning to back off, and that's going to be the theme into the weekend. This begins to slide off to the west and to the southwest, and as that happens, again, our temperatures begin to ease down along with a series of cold fronts coming in as well. By the way, I want to touch on this. Any activity we see this evening, overnight, first thing tomorrow morning, could be severe. Again, there would be an opportunity of some wind up to 60 miles per hour, and again, some quarter-size hail would be the primary concern. Right now, the model keeping it fairly quiet this evening. Again, there's only about a 10 to 20% opportunity, but take a look at this. Very late tonight, first thing tomorrow morning, again, as that boundary does begin to push its way on through, again, the model kicking up some widely scattered showers and thunderstorms, and then again, you can see all that activity tomorrow, Saturday. Again, quickly shifting on to the south. By the way, this would be very late Saturday night, early Sunday morning. This is that northwesterly flow, right? You get those very small little impulses through. And again, you don't have widespread rain chances, but you typically have kind of these low-end daily rain opportunities. Again, the severe risk for tomorrow shifts down to the south. So 70s mostly for overnight lows. There is your overnight rain chance, again, especially by sunrise tomorrow morning. We'll track that carefully. And then again, you can see tomorrow looking quite hot still, but more in the way of 90s and less in the way of triple-digit heat as we go through tomorrow afternoon. Again, we'll begin to shift those rain chances on down to the south. And Saturday night, early Sunday morning, more in the way of 70s, maybe even a few 60s off to the northeast. And then here we go as we get into Sunday, more in the way of mid-90s, right? We're stepping those temperatures down. And take a look at that. By Monday, I'm talking about a 70% opportunity of, again, rain and storms in the area, 79 degrees on Tuesday. More coming up.